Good morning. Welcome to Gimpy's History Corner. I'm called Gimpy by my family. This is my youngest son, Scott, his girlfriend, Casey. I think we were at McSorley's Ale House, one of Joseph Mitchell's story sites, on one of my trips to New York City. Scott has a book coming out about Joseph Mitchell. I'm excited for that publishing date. Okay, we're on video number 122, Capitalism and War in America. America certainly has had its share of wars. I'd say we are a war-like people. We were birthed in war, American Revolution, fought our own civil war against each other, and a large number of wars around the world. Okay, now the question is, do we fight wars for strategic reasons, for self-defense, or does capitalism rear its ugly head as a cause of many of our wars? Capitalism has played a complex role in America's wars, shaping motivation, outcomes, and post-war economies through its emphasis on profits, industrial growth, and global influence. Yep. Capitalism as a driver of war. War has often served capitalist goals by opening new markets, securing resources, and protecting trade routes. The Spanish-American War of 1898 helped secure U.S. access to overseas territories and trade in Asia and Latin America. Corporate influence, defense contractors, there's an ugly term. Industrialists have historically lobbied for military engagement. Yep, lobbyists, that's a huge thing. The term military-industrial complex, popularized by President Eisenhower after World War II, warned of capitalism's entanglement with perpetual war for profit. Remember, after World War II, we thought we were going to be peaceful, but right away, we identified another enemy. We had defeated Nazism and fascism. Then all of a sudden, our ally during World War II, the Russians, became the new enemy. Was that necessary? Was that authentic? Was that a real thing? Couldn't we have lived together in a peaceful world? Why did we become enemies all of a sudden? Okay, imperial capitalism. War capitalism describes U.S. expansion through conquest, slavery, and militarized trade. This system linked violence with private profit, especially in the 18th and 19th centuries. And today we have between 750 to 877 military bases across 80 countries around the world, just for our military, either Navy or Air Force. Crazy. And you think about oil. Oil is at the center of a lot of our interventions. Once we got into the modern centuries, when we went from horse and buggy to oil-driven vehicles, we instigated the coup in Iran in 1953 for the oil, the Gulf War 1990, Iraq War 2003, Libya intervention, Syria in 2014 to today, and now we're doing it in Venezuela. claiming it's for drugs, which probably is, but oil is a part of it too. War as a catalyst for capitalistic growth. Civil War and industrialization. The Civil War disrupted agrarian economies, accelerated industrial capitalism. Northern industries boomed, laying the groundwork for America's rise as a global economic power. If you study Civil War, you understand that one of the advantages the North had is they had the industry. The South were cotton farmers for the most part. And the North had the gunpowder, DuPont company. The DuPont family has made gunpowder for the United States since the American Revolution. And that's how they got rich. World wars and economic mobilization. Both World War I and II saw massive government spending and industrial capitalism. War production revitalized the economy after the Depression for World War II and entrenched corporate power, especially in sectors like steel, oil, and aviation. Post-war booms. After major conflicts, the U.S. experienced economic surges. The GI Bill after World War II got a lot of people into education, increased our mental powers, and those people went in to run companies, become successful businessmen, a lot of them. Suburban expansion and consumerism after World War II are prime examples of capitalism thriving in a peacetime recovery. My dad used the GI Bill to get his master's degree and went from becoming a teacher to a guidance counselor. He was my guidance counselor in high school. The top U.S. Defense contractors today, the top 5. There used to be about 50 of them, but they've all consolidated into 5 big defense contractors. Lockheed Martin makes jets, missiles, and space tech. RTX used to be called Raytheon. They make radar, missile defenses, and Patriot missiles. Boeing makes aircraft, drones, and satellites. Northrop Grumman makes stealth technology and nuclear systems. And General Dynamics makes tanks, submarines, and cybersecurity. Wow. Rising tech players in the United States are SpaceX with Elon Musk, make military satellites and space defense. Palantir makes battlefield data analysis and AI. And Anduril makes autonomous defense and surveillance systems. That kind of sounds like the Terminator movies, doesn't it? Autonomous defense and surveillance systems. When the machines took over, remember those movies? That didn't have a happy ending. All right, military spending. It's 3.4% of GDP. The 2024 defense budget was $874 billion. It's 13% of the total budget. Creates millions of jobs. Heavy in regions such as Northern Virginia, San Diego, and Huntsville, Alabama. I think Huntsville's where NASA has a lot of places. Comparing that to social programs, Social Security is 5.1% of GDP, Medicare is 3.1%, Medicaid 2.4%, income security 4.6%. So I'm not sure what that is, for a total of 15.6%. So at least we are spending more on social programs than we are the military, at least the military we know of. There's lots of military budgets that we don't even know about. And I wondered, How does the military industrial complex support political parties in being reelected? Pretty even, actually. Republicans have a slight advantage to 25.4 million for the Republicans versus 21.7 million for Democrats. So that's pretty close. So you can't blame Republicans or Democrats. They're both equally guilty of being warmongers. So, does our economy depend a lot on military companies? Obviously they do, yes. Do military companies and their lobbies help push American politicians to war? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. I don't know if it's the final decision. Certainly American politicians know that American citizens are going to die. You can't have a war where nobody dies. Even though we have drones now and missiles that we fire. I don't know. My dad went to war and came home alive, but a lot of them didn't. The draft ended before I got out of high school. So I wasn't drafted and I did not enter the military. I had no desire to. But I understand lots of people do. They think it's important. And the military is important for our economy, for jobs. But there's a bad side of war, as in anything. And obviously the bad side of war is death. And lots of men and women have died in our country because of war and the military-industrial complex. I don't know if they have a conscience, if they sleep well at night, or if that bothers them. I don't know. Okay, the next video, we'll stick with capitalism. We're going to look at the insurance business. Lots going on there. We'll see what the experts say about insurance. Our Bengals lost big time to the Steelers yesterday. Joe Flacco magic must be over already. So I don't know. I don't know if Joe Burrow is going to come back or not. We'll have to wait and see. He's scheduled to come back around Thanksgiving if his injury is recuperated enough. But by then, the season's pretty much over. And he gets hurt so often. Wow. Okay, have a great day. Thank you.